to never go to jail. I'm fresh up out the gutter, I don't know if you can tell. I'm hustling for everything I do.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Let's go now. Check smash, go!
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They go to the ground again with Taylor. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. You look at this Raiders defense. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Check. Stephanie Razor.
Now Richardson back to throw it. And that is incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Now a give right side. Goodson stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Yeah, I think he's locked in.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. third down. Goodson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Here's Duggan to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Here's Bryce Behringer on now to punt. This is taken at the 23. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. At the line and set to go. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On the option left, Richardson. The quarterback run good for 10 that time, but it does lead to a 3rd down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. You look at this Raiders defense. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
Looking for Woods again, and he finds him. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 33. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. 0 hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Gay's kick is good, and the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Throwing, Dillon. That's to the Notre Dame man, Michael Mayer. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
Dillon looking to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. The Raiders at 4-6 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. That means it's going to be tough to beat in this one.
And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 36. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Dillon will look to throw this. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Now a handoff up the middle. Brinson, and he is going to have give the Raiders first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Throw out left, caught by Mayer. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
60 Bison. Head the street.
To throw is Dillon. He'll buy some time right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. It'll wind up going as a sack and a loss of 2. And now the task gets more difficult here on 3rd and goal. 3 tight ends up front here, 3rd and goal. Touchdown Raiders! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
65 catch.
Richardson working from the gun. And his throw here is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Richardson. That is caught. Oh, some strong running. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Ready up.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Richardson. And his throw is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
18, high in.
Richardson looking to throw this. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
Here we go.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
Here we go. Here we go.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Second and 6 from the 10. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Third down. Here's Huntley now. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. And Gay knocks this one through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Duggan now to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start. But they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Duggan. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Well, he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 61 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Dugan. Open man is Arcega Whiteside. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down. Off play action. Dugan sliding out of the pocket. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And he's got his big tight end here. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Huntley looks to throw again on 2nd and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. Throwing to start the drive. Dugan escaping the pressure right. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off.
Now a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Dugan. They'll roll him out right. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. On second down now. Goodson. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Tyler Goodson hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
But these guys got to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
18 Rattlers, 18 Rattlers.
Here's Huntley. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. To throw, Huntley. This one completes Alec Pierce. So the completion good for 7 there. And now 1 yard to go on third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to fourth down. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Off play action. Dugan. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Now a give, right side. Goodson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
110 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
And while the guys with the ball are having a whole lot of fun keeping it on the ground, the guys on the opposite side, they are having zero fun. They've been getting pushed around the entire game and haven't found an answer yet to slow down the running game.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead. And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Back to throw. Dugan. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Dugan. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Off the play fake. Dugan rolling to his right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. On now is the field goal team. Here's the Raiders. We'll try for 3. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the lead grows here incrementally. I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that can all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
In motion comes the tight end left.
Go.
On the counter, it's Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Huntley looks to throw.
And that will be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will be blown dead right around the 25-yard line.
It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the 3rd phase, but you see here it can be the 1st phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And the tight end goes in motion left.
Throwing on 1st and 10, Huntley. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 33.
That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. Going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's the 2nd and 8.
Trap 60, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 25. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Here's Duggan to throw. Open man is Yoshibas.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 13 yards down to the 13.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that's the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Great job here by this defense. They try to bring the receiver from one side of the field to the other, hoping he'll get lost in the wash. But a really nice job there to make a quick tackle and force 4th and goal.
Touchdown! Andre Yoshibas. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead.
I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs, and if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And caught it up. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Let's go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Dugan. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On second down, Goodson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
The Raiders on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He'll buy some time right. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Throwing, Duggan. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd of the year. And the Raiders are able to extend their lead. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. On 1st and 10, Huntley. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of 1st downs, and here a loss of yardage. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. They run once more with Taylor. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raider D, they get the football back. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. 140 yards rushing for them down to this point. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll keep it on the ground. Goodson. Leaves him behind on the spin. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. On 1st down, Goodson. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
Line of scrimmage to 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll try the left side.
Goodson.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Touchdown!
This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
But Brad, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Raiders, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, their luck may have run